This here is the life of one Wycliffe Vincent Owuor, aka Vinny, the junior police officer who masterminded the theft of 72 million shillings from the Standard Chartered Bank in 2019. According to Owuor, he was a patrol police officer registered under service number 101427 and operating within Kayole and sometimes Spring Valley Police Station. Owuor was very much conversant with police operation. This earned him friends in the service. It is then that he met Chris Ayenda, who was also a police officer. Inspired by 50 Cent's get rich or die trying sentiments, the two would plan on how to rob 200 million from the G4S transit vans. They went on a retreat and an outline was drawn. Robbing a finance institution is not an easy task, and so they needed insiders from the bank. It took them 5 months to gather all the resources and the intelligence that they'd require for this mission. The day that the Lord had made finally came. It was on the 5th September 2019. Vinny received intelligence that two G4S vans had left industrial area to load money to a Standard Chartered Bank ATM in Nairobi West. He immediately sprang into action. Unbelievably, Vinny and his accomplices reported to work earlier than usual. However, it did not raise suspicion since they were all clad in AP combat. When the names of the officers were called, it was Vinny and his accomplices who stood the task. At exactly 6 a.m. in the morning, the vans set off. Immediately, a white Toyota Noah was dispatched to Nairobi West Standard Chartered Bank ATM. This was the car that they would ferry the loot. When they arrived at their destination, G4S officers opened the vaults as they awaited to be given passwords to load the money on the ATMs. To their surprise, Vinny and his accomplices came out pointing guns on them. They had to lay low and watch the million getting stuck in a different vehicle. 13 bags full of money were loaded on the getaway Toyota Noah. The amount in total was 72 million. It was short of the desired loot of 200 million, but it was still a big deal. Off they went. When the real cops assigned to the bank arrived at work, they were informed that their job had already been taken by their peers, who had arrived earlier. This prompted them to raise an alarm. But even before they could make their first move, they received a distraught call from a G4S officer at the ground informing them that they had already been robbed of the money. It was indeed a bad day at work, but to Vinny and accomplices, it was the best day of their lives. Or so they thought. The police were now moving on speed to corner the goons, but the goons were also servicemen, and so they understood the psychology of their colleagues. It was now a game of chess. The miscreants sped off to the Ngoto forest in Kiambu. Quickly, they shared the loot and everyone went his own way. Baffled by his newly acquired millionaire status, Chris Ayenda walked into a showroom and purchased a brand new Subaru. And quickly, he traveled to the village to scare away Mwalimu wa Maths. Indeed, he had made it in life.